You're there now. What's going on?
I see red. I see fire.
Where
I
do you
see the whole sky. The whole sky is red. And I feel like I'm really young, like I'm a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole sky is just burning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of fire and it doesn't feel safe.
Why do you think it's burning?
I don't feel like I understand, but it feels like an attack. It just feels very dark and I feel lost.
Look at yourself. What are you wearing?
I'm wearing these rags. I'm wearing this cloth that's very lightweight. It's dirty.
Is anyone else with you?
There are a lot of people.
What are they doing?
There's a mob of people, and they're all scrambling, and they're very scared, and they're screaming.
Let's go back. Let's go back to right before this happens. Right before the sky is on fire. You're there now. You're there now. Tell me what's going on.
I'm in my house, and I'm sitting at the kitchen table, at some sort of table. I'm just lost in my thoughts, thinking about nothing, and I don't feel heavy or anything.
Is anyone else there with you in your home?
And my mom.
What is she doing?
She's making food in the kitchen, and I have a brother who's around. I just like being with my mom. I like being near her, so I'm sitting on the table. I recognize my mom.
Who is she?
She's my grandmother. She's very, very loving.
What does your house look like from the inside?
It has lots of space. It's one floor, it's one story, and there are windows and some furniture sprinkled through, but it doesn't feel like we're particularly wealthy. It just feels like we're comfortable.
Keep moving time. Tell me what happens next of importance.
There's a bomb. There's a bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody saw it coming, and the moment it hits, there's a frenzy.
Tell me what that feels like when it hits.
It feels like a ringing, and there's just chaos. A moment of freezing where nobody knows what to do. And then in an instant, there's a frenzy. It's like a switch that turns on.
Were you in your home with your mother when this happened?
I was outside. We were both outside. We were both running an errand. We were on the sidewalk. And so we were both really scared. Oh, and we go into a store to try and take cover. And everybody is so afraid around me. And I feel it. I feel very scared.
Besides being afraid, is anyone hurt by this bomb?
I don't know.
Around you?
No.
Okay. Keep moving time. You're in the store. What happens next?
My mom told me to wait. She told me to wait in the store. She was gonna go back home to see if my brother was okay. And she said that I shouldn't move at all, no matter what, and to wait there for her. And I'm really scared, and I don't want her to go. But I can feel that she really just wants to make sure everybody's okay and my family.
How old do you feel?
I feel like I'm 7.
Is your brother older or younger?
He's older.
What happens? You stay at the store?
Yeah, I'm alone. And there's another bomb.
Tell me what happens when this other bomb, how does that feel?
I feel like I'm not even in my body anymore. I feel like I disconnected.
Moving. Tell me what happens.
I'm looking for my mom. I don't know where she is.
Are you still connected to your body or are you out of it?
I feel like I'm jumpy. I feel like I jumped. I'm jumping in and out. I jumped back in. I'm looking for her.
Mm-hmm.
I moved from where she told me to stay.
Mm-hmm.
And I started looking for her because I was really afraid.
Mm-hmm.
And I was hoping that if I found her, I would feel better. It's really hard to look for her because everybody is scrambling.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels like there's like no hope.
In which direction are you trying to look for your mother?
I'm trying to go back home.
Mm-hmm. Are any of the buildings or homes that you're around, are any of them, are they all still whole?
No, no, and I don't know which way is a safe way to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel very neglected.
Mm-hmm.
Like nobody noticed that I'm alone.
As you're walking and trying to figure that out, the people that pass you by, how do they look?
They look very scared and unsure of what to do and where to go to.
Keep moving time. Tell me what's going on next.
I'm in my home, but it's not the same.
Why not?
It's ruined.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is gone. I don't see my family either.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for my family.
Mm-hmm. What do you
I'm sitting in front of the house and I'm just going to wait there.
Okay. Oh, you said that the house, do you mean that it has crumbled down? House?
Parts of it, it's like if I go inside, it's still outside.
Mm-hmm.
There's no protection there.
Did you try to see if there was anyone inside of there?
No, it was so quiet.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't look.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping to wait. I was hoping that my mom would come and that she would be alive and she would come.
Keep moving time. As you said you're waiting in front of your house. Tell me what happens next.
I'm with family. I'm with my aunt and my uncle. It's my birthday. It's my birthday and they're giving me treats.
Going back to when you were waiting for your family in front of that house. What happens to you? How do you get to your aunt's house?
Somebody finds me.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody who knows my mom. And she takes me into her house and I stay there with her until she can find somebody to take me.
Mm-hmm.
She finds my aunt and my uncle.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't live where I live.
Mm-hmm.
And they take me away.
Mm. And how do you feel about that?
I don't want to leave home, but I don't have a choice. I feel like I'm powerless. But
Did
I really like my aunt and my uncle. I
were
feel
your
very safe with them.
Was your mother and your brother ever found?
Yes.
Where were
They
they found?
They were found beneath some rubble. They passed away.
Going back to where you're at, you said that it's your birthday. Tell me what's going on.
It's my birthday and my aunt and my uncle took me to a store to get me some candy. And they're just around me and we're having a really nice time. It's nice to be with them. They love me.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like their heart broke for me.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just gonna be there for me for my life.
Beautiful. Your aunt and uncle, look into their eyes. You're able to recognize yourself. Who are they?
I recognize them as my family today. My 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 uncle on my mom's side, and my aunt on my mom's side. They feel closer to me.
Do they ever talk about what happened to you there or what happened to your town? Does anyone ever talk about it?
They don't want to upset me.
Mm-hmm.
They think that I've been through so much that I shouldn't relive it. But they don't know that it really hurt me and that I needed to talk about it to deal with it.
Do you ever hear anything about what happened to your tongue from anyone else besides them?
Yes.
What are they saying?
It's known that it suffered a lot of damages. A lot of it is like my house. A lot of it is ruined. And the surrounding areas as well.
Do you ever find out how did this bomb do this to your tongue?
War. There was a war. There was a war, but we didn't see it coming.
Go ahead and go to the last day of your life. In this life, you're taking your last breath. Your last breath. Tell me where you're at. What are you doing?
I'm in bed. I'm laying in bed. It's nighttime. There's a candle next to me that's lit. I'm alone, I think, but I feel ready.
Anyone
Like
else?
I wanted this.
Is anyone else there with you?
Yes,
Who's there?
my husband. I think maybe my kid, but he's older. He's not a kid. They're comforting me.
What are your last thoughts as you take your last breath?
I'm ready. I feel ready. I feel like this has been a long time coming.
Go ahead and take your last breath and leave your body. Tell me what happens next. Where do you go after you leave your body?
I feel like I beamed up. I zoom up, traveling through different dimensions. And I feel at home now.
What does home look like and feel like?
I'm on some planet. I'm on a planet with lots of water. Myron. What is that? Feels very, very nice. It feels very nice to be home.
What does the sky look like and the water? What colors are they?
Pink? Pink. There's so much water. There's so much water, and I just jump in.
So when you traveled up from that life, you came into a body.
I don't feel like I'm in a body. It doesn't feel like on Earth.
What do you feel like?
I feel very light.
Mm-hmm.
I feel very light. I feel unrestricted and free. I feel like myself.
Do you have any shape or colors to yourself?
Blue. I feel blue.
You said you jumped into the water.
Yeah, it's healing.
What color is the water?
It's blue, but they're different colors. It's not like a combination. It's not like a color we have.
Why do you say the water is healing?
It's just very restorative. It's very restorative when you jump in. It's very, very in tune. It's almost as if when you jump in, you're automatically tuned up.
Alright, what do you do next after you jump in the water?
I go deep. I go deep down.
What does it look like as you're traveling deep down?
Gets dark. Gets dark. I can see. I go deep until I see lights. I see lights. And there's a community.
Tell me about this community.
It's not very big. And there's no people. That's like a mermaid almost. But we like to come down here for healing and for prayer. It's ritualistic. It's a sacred space. There's sacred space.
The civilization, the beings within the civilization, can you describe them to me?
They look like they have gills. They look very sleek, but they don't look very human. They don't look like mermaids that we know here. They look like more like animals, but they have customs, and they're deeply in tune with the planet.
Do they have limbs?
Yes.
Do they
They
have
have arms.
type of limbs or more animal type of limbs?
They just have limbs, I'm not sure.
What do their fingers and toes look like? Do they
They
have
look spread like they have gills too, like fins, like webbed. There's webbing. It feels like a fish almost, the way fish kind of swim into their body. Feels like their body does that, but it doesn't look like a fish.
Tell me, why are you there with them?
This is my family.
Do you look like them too?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a within the civilization? Is there a place you call home?
This is home. This is home. This whole planet is home. We don't just stay beneath the water. We come up too, and we can explore.
Keep moving tight and tell me what you do next of importance within this planet. What do you do next?
I'm with some plants. I'm with some plants, and I'm tending to them. I'm kneeling and I'm tending to them. I have legs. And I'm looking at some plants.
Do you feel female, male, or both?
I feel female. And I feel like I am harvesting some plants. I'm picking some herbs. I feel like I do this daily. Like I'm very used to it.
Once you pick them and harvest them, what do you do with them?
I take them back to my home.
Where's your
I cook. It's not far. I live on the edge of a forest.
Your home is on the land, not in the water?
I'm not on the planet anymore. I'm not on that planet anymore.
Okay.
I've moved.
Tell me about this place. Describe your home to me.
It's a small cottage with lots of ivy, lots of plants around. Very lively. Lots of lush flowers. Lots of plants. And I'm living there so I can be near the plants and harvest them in the forest. It feels like I need them. Like I need them to live. I feel very in tune. Like how I did back on the planet. Like in tune. Like they help calibrate me.
Let's leave that scene. Let's go to another important time where we'll find answers to Hypnosis Healing. You're there now. Tell me what happens. Where are you there now?
I see snow. It's cold. There's lots of snow, like feet. Feet of snow.
Look at yourself. Do you feel like you have a body?
Yeah, I have a body. I'm very, very bundled up.
What are you doing in the snow?
I'm going somewhere. I'm trying to get somewhere, and it's very hard.
What does the land look around you as you're trying to get to where you're trying to?
It's filled with lots of valleys and hills, mountainous, like covered in snow. It feels like it's very cold, and I'm trying to get somewhere. I have somewhere to be. I feel like I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I don't know if I'm gonna live through it, but I'm just I'm moving. I keep moving forward. I keep moving forward because that's all I have.
Fast forward time. Let's see. Do you make it to where you're trying to get to?
Yes, I do.
Where are you?
I'm inside and I'm warm. And there's a fire.
Where was it that you were trying to get to?
It was like a hospital. Like not like a hospital, like a place where there's healing, there's healers, medicine. Yeah, I needed help. And I didn't know if I was going to make it.
What was wrong with you?
I had a fever. I had a fever. I had some things that I couldn't heal myself.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know exactly what was going on. All I knew was I needed help, and this was the only place that I could go. And I really didn't think that I was going to make it. But I did.
How do they help you?
They gave me some tonics. And they're making things for me. They have things and herbs and spices, and they have things for me, and they're praying over them, and they're changing them. It's like magic almost.
Explain to me, how is it magic?
It just feels like they're doing magic.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like this isn't like a regular hospital. It feels like came here for something more.
These people who are healing, what do they look like?
They look older. They look old and kind of hunched over. They look very focused. They look very focused, like they know what they're doing, that they've been doing this for a while. And they know I need help. And they're trying to help me, and I have nothing to give them. I feel like I don't understand what they're doing.
Why?
They're doing things that don't look right, or they don't look like things I'm used to seeing.
Describe to me. What is that?
Mm, they're doing something with their hands. To me, it seems like it's witchcraft, like it's like magic. Like I know it's deeper than that, but I can't get there to understand it. I feel like, yeah, I feel like I'm just not able to understand it, but it doesn't feel unsafe.
How did you know to come to this place?
I heard about them and I felt it. Something in me felt it.
Mm-hmm.
I knew they were there, but I felt called.
I know you said that you traveled through snow to get to them. Can you
It
tell me a bit more of once you got closer to them, what it looked like?
looked like a cabin, like a dwelling made of wood. Just wood. And it's very secluded. There's nothing else around that's close so that I could see. Very secluded. And walking in, it was just me and them.
Mm-hmm. Besides you, are there any other people that they're working on?
And one other person in a bed,
Mm-hmm.
and they're resting, and they look sick too.
Mm-hmm.
I think that makes me feel more comfortable to know that I'm not the only one.
Yes. Go ahead and fast forward in this time. Fast forward in this life. What happens next of importance in this life?
Chopping wood. I'm chopping wood outside, and I'm better. I feel
Outside
so much better.
outside of this healing location, you're chopping wood.
Mm, yeah, there's no more snow. There's no more snow. It feels like a change of seasons. Like it's been some time. And I wanted to stay near them. I didn't leave.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to stay near them because I was very intrigued.
Mm-hmm. Did the other person leave?
Yeah, they left a while ago, but I stayed because I wanted them to teach me.
What do they say?
And they would teach me, but I needed to stay and help them. I was stronger than them, and so they needed help doing some things like chopping wood,
Mm-hmm.
and I would do that for them if they taught me.
Did you say that they all looked older?
Yeah, they looked older than me.
How many of them were there? Are there?
Two.
Are they males, females?
One of them is male and one of them is female.
Mm-hmm.
And they, they seem frail. And I think they wanted to teach me to pass on their medicine.
This location that they're at, describe what does it look like? The building, or where were they inside? Where you were, the structure that you were inside when they were healing you?
Oh, it feels like like a hut, sort of. It doesn't seem big at all, but seems like enough. There's not much space. there's not much space, but I think I'm helping them to expand. I know things. I know how to build things. And I can make them a home.
Is that what you do?
Yeah, I'm very good with my hands.
Do you feel like you're female, male?
I'm a male.
Tell me, do they teach you what they know?
Yes.
Tell me, what is it that they teach you?
They teach me alchemy. They teach me how to work with herbs. They teach me energy work. They teach me energy healing. And they teach me how to heal myself and be more intentional and how to help others heal themselves. And they show me what it is that I wanted to know.
What is that?
Just magic. They show me what it means to do magic. And they show me in a way that's very grounded, like it's natural, like everybody can do it. And I don't feel so confused or afraid of it. It feels more like how I feel when I'm building things. It's just natural.
Tell me, to wield this magic, what do you do to wield it? What does that feel like as you're using it? What did they teach you?
They taught me how to hold space. They taught me how to create containers, sacred containers. They taught me how to use the earth and work with the earth and healing and transmuting, how to use water, how to use what's around you, because you don't need to buy anything or go out and get anything. Tap in. They taught me how to sit still, how to be with myself, and how to use my heart.
Does anyone ever come get healed again while you're there?
Yes. There are people who come and they show me things as they're helping them. They show me what to do and they want me to take over. And I want to take over.
How do these people know where you are all located at? How do they find you?
They hear about us.
Mm-hmm.
They don't tell anybody, but the people who are healed, they tell and they share. And the people who are meant to come, they come. And some people find us by accident, but a lot of them seek us out. And a lot of them are looking for miracles. They just really want a miracle.
Do you learn how to heal like they do?
Yes, with time. There's a lot of learning. Even after they're gone, there's a lot of learning. But I get there and I do it for them and for me and for the people that I help. I feel like before them I hadn't had a purpose, and I feel very grateful that I was sick and that I needed their help because without that I may have not have found my purpose.
After they're gone, you continue to heal people?
I do. And I'm just on my own. But there are people who come who are interested in learning like me. And I want to teach them too.
Do you do that?
Yes. I pick the right people and I teach them.
Do they stay with you or do they leave after you teach them?
Some of them leave, some of them stay. There are people who I picked who I wanted to stay to take over after I'm gone. And they look up to me and they look up to me like a guide. They have a lot of respect for me, like I had a lot of respect for my teachers. And I realize it's just a cycle.
Go to another important time in this life. Another important time. You're there now. Tell me what happens next of importance.
Oh, there's somebody who's come to see me who really needs help. And they're dying.
What's wrong with them?
Trying to figure it out. I feel like there's a disruptance in their field and I can't track it. And they're very sick. It feels like it's more energetical and that I'm not sure if I've dealt with something like this before. And I feel a little overwhelmed.
So what do you do?
I have practices. I turn to my usual practices. I set a container for them. I use healing water. I have help from the earth. I'm doing what I normally do, trying to cleanse, and I don't think it's working. I feel like it's not working. I think they're gonna die. I feel very upset that I can't help them.
Have you and your mentors always been able to save everyone from dying?
No, but this is the first time something like this has happened for me, where
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been able to help someone,
Mm-hmm.
and it hurts,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm turning it on myself.
Mm-hmm. Did your mentors ever talk to you about something like this? Like if it was some energy, or did they ever teach you this? How to get past that?
Not sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if maybe I just wasn't good enough.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I didn't listen to everything they said. Maybe there's something that I forgot.
Mm-hmm. Well, what happens? Did they pass away?
Yes. And I feel very, very ashamed.
Is it a female or male?
Female.
Mm-hmm. What do you do once she passes away?
I clear the room. I ask for the people who are learning from me to leave, and I clear the room energetically, and I just cry.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel so bad for her and because I couldn't help her.
Mm-hmm.
Like I failed.
Let's go to another important time in this life, another important time. What happens next of importance? You're there now.
I'm outside. I don't have anything to do. There's nobody here for healing, and all of the chores are being done by other people. And I'm relaxing and reflecting. And I keep thinking about the person who died. And I feel like I learned something from her.
What
I
is it? What
feel
did you learn?
like she taught me something, and that she came to me not for healing, but to teach me something.
What did she teach you?
How to be gentle with myself, how to be loving for myself, even when things are really difficult. And she taught me that not everybody needs saving, and that it wasn't my place, even as a healer, it wasn't my place to heal her. And that was very profound for me.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Let's go and go to the last day. Last day of this life. You're there now. Tell me what's going on.
I'm outside, I'm sitting on the ground, I'm just relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm breathing in and out, and I feel like my time is coming. I can feel it.
Do you have any students that are going to continue your work?
Yes, I have a few,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel very proud of them and I trust them. I trust them completely. They're gonna, they're gonna keep the cycle going,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like I can let go.
Am I speaking to its higher self now?
Yes,
Thank you. Love you, honor you, and respect you for all the aid you have given us today. I know you hold all the records of different lives. May I ask questions?
yes,
Thank you. You took her to many different lives today. Took her to a life where she was a little boy, and she said the sky was on fire. She said that there were bombs, and she ended up with being living with her aunts and uncle. Why did you take her to that life?
There's a lot of trauma there. There's a lot of pent up trauma, but even though there was a lot of heartbreak and pain, she was able to move through it.
This war where was this at?
World War. It was a world war.
Was it Earth or somewhere else?
It was Earth.
Mm-hmm.
It was a world war.
Are we aware of this war? Which war was it in our time and space?
I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm. If it was Earth, what race was she?
She was human.
Mm-hmm. She was human.
This is a human life.
Yes. And as far as a human life, was she what part of the world was she at?
Oh, she was in Europe.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
She was in Europe.
Okay. Anything else you can tell us about this war?
It was devastating, and the effects, it affected her lineage. It affected the whole lineage for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of trauma there that was stored, and it lasted a lot longer than anybody really knew. For her, for others. This happened for others as well.
Yes. Up since she was in Europe, who was it that had bombed them?
It was these forces, it was like orchestrated. It wasn't like what people think. It wasn't between peoples. It was very planned from very dark forces.
Mm-hmm.
And to keep them in fear, to keep them afraid, to keep them scared, to keep them in survival mode, to keep them oppressed. It was a tactic.
Mm. So it wasn't another nation or country that bombed them.
Mm-mm.
Specific.
It was not really, but everybody, people on Earth think it was a war between nations, but that's not what it was.
Mm-hmm. Then did send that bomb over to that location?
So there were people who bombed the nation. There were people who bombed her town, but they were being guided by very dark forces.
Mm-hmm.
They are not of Earth.
The dark forces that are guiding these people are not of Earth.
They're not of Earth.
Mm-hmm.
They're on Earth. They're not of Earth.
Mm-hmm. Why do they do this?
They want to shock the nervous system. They want to keep people subdued, and life and death situations can make people very afraid. And they want to promote this fear. They want this fear to grow. And they want people to stay afraid for their lives. It's easier to manipulate. It's easier to control. It's easier to have power over people who are afraid.
Mm-hmm. These dark forces that are not of Earth, do they have a name?
Yeah, I'm thinking reptilian,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
but not sure.
Okay. Anything else you want to tell her about this life?
Yes, there's a lot of pain and trauma in this life, but there's a lot of support as well from unexpected places, unexpected people, and no matter what happens, she will always be supported. She will always have help, and she will always be okay.
Yes, thank you. Okay, and then you took her to this planet where it was a water planet. And she went into the water,
Mm.
and these beings look different. They had like, they were water beings. Why did you take her there?
Mm. I wanted her to see home. I wanted her to see she's more than what she believes. She's more than a human. She has had very magical experiences elsewhere, and she is not just human. And the water is very important. Water is very important here on Earth as well, and water is healing. And it's also confirmation for her. She feels very connected to the water. It's showing her some reasons why.
Anything else you want her to know about this planet?
She can always go back. She can always visit. She can always tap in. It's not outside of her.
Yes. Okay, very good. Thank you. And then the last life you showed, well, one more other one actually. You took her to a planet where she was working with plants and herbs. Why did you take her there?
She can talk to plants. She can communicate with them, and there's a relationship there. And it's always been there. And there's medicine there. There's medicine for her that she hasn't tapped in yet. There's medicine for her in plants, in plant medicine, in flower medicine.
Oh, wonderful, thank you. And then you took her to this life where she was traveling through snow and was ill and ended up in a healing location where she met the elders that taught her how to heal herself and then passed down the teachings. Why did you take her there?
There are many reasons. One reason was in that life she was fearful that she may die. She almost died traveling to that place. And she didn't know if she could make it. And I wanted her to see that she can make it through, even when things are very difficult, even when there's little hope. She can make it through. She's made it through. And because of that experience, she was able to tap into something bigger than herself and fulfill her purpose. And her path to her purpose is not going to always be easy, and it's not always going to feel comfortable. And just because it feels uncomfortable and it doesn't feel easy, it doesn't mean that it's wrong, and it doesn't mean that she should not keep going. She should keep going and keep moving because she's almost there. And the teachings, I wanted her to see that she could be a teacher, that she was a teacher, that she's capable, what she's capable of, because it's part of the cycle of learning medicine is being able to share. And if she's gonna learn these medicines and healing modalities, she should share.
Yes, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for all those. And this time, higher self, would this be a good time to begin her body scan?
Yes.
Let me know, do you need any assistance from any archangels or guides first?
Yes.
Who would you like for us to call forth first?
Archangel Michael.
Okay, very good. Higher self, connect us to Archangel Michael. We'd like to speak to him now, please. Archangel Michael, brother, we love you, honor you, and respect you.
Hi.
Greetings. Thank you for being here. Thank you. The higher self has requested for your assistance to conduct the body scan. Would you be able to assist us today?
Yes.
Thank you. If we could begin her body scan now, start scanning her from head all the way down to toes, looking for any negative energies, entities. What's blocking her that you'd like to address first?
Her head.
What's in her head?
Back of her skull.
Okay.
And there's a hook.
Can we start removing that now? Should I direct Phoenix Fire over to it? Okay, directing Phoenix Fire that way now. Okay. What else does she have in her head? Start removing the hook, please, Michael. Thank you.
Done.
The hook is removed. Beautiful. Let's higher self. Can we call forth on Raphael to assist with healing the areas that need filling in with love light?
Yes.
Thank you. Michael, if you could connect us to Raphael now, please. We'd like to speak to him now.
Hello.
Greetings, brother. Thank you for being here. We love you, honor you, and respect you. We just removed a hook from behind her head. If you could please assist us today in just healing those areas, please, with your love light. Fill them in with love, please. Can you do that for us, brother?
Yeah.
Thank you. Start healing that back of her head area where the hook caused damage. Thank you, Raphael. Michael, when was it that this hook was when did it get attached there in the back of her head?
When she was young.
What happened to her when she was young that allowed for this to come in?
She was maybe 5 years old. There's a lot of fear. A lot of fear and shame.
Why did she have a lot of fear?
She didn't always know what she was capable of, and she was taught to be fearful of her own gifts and what she could do. And she wanted to close them off.
Mm-hmm.
She was scared.
Okay. And her fear is what allowed this hook to come in?
Yeah.
Was this hook placed by someone?
Yes.
Who placed that there?
There was just fear from other people.
Mm-hmm.
She embraced that it was her who opened it.
Okay.
She left herself vulnerable.
Okay. Can you scan her head again, Michael? What else is in her head? Is there anything else that we can heal?
Yes.
What is it? What does she have?
There's something there. It's like hiding almost.
Michael, is that an entity? A technology? What is it?
Technology.
Okay. What kind of technology is that? What does it look like, Michael?
It's just sitting on the back of her head. It allows for entities to siphon energy.
Okay. And you said it was a negative technology. What type of negative technology is it? What does it look like?
Looks round.
Is it an implant?
Yeah, it looks stuck in there.
What is it, Michael?
It's an implant. It's stuck.
Michael, can we start transmuting it out?
Yeah.
Directing Phoenix Fire, is that okay over to it now?
Yeah.
Thank you. We're directing Phoenix Fire to it now. Transmuting it. As we transmute it out inside her head, tell me, when was it that this attached?
When she was a teenager, when she was 13.
What was going on with her when she was a teenager that allowed for this implant to come in?
She was taking a lot of medicine.
Mm-hmm.
Taking different medicines.
Is this when the doctors labeled her as being bipolar and then they gave her depression when they gave her medications?
Yes.
Okay. So did the implant come in through the medication or through something else?
She was just very vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
She was very vulnerable, very open to anything.
Okay. All right. We're transmuting that implant now and tell me, how has it been affecting her?
Her thoughts. Her thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Clouding her mind with judgments, with fear, with doubt, with disabling her confidence, just clouding her mind.
Mm-hmm. Michael, there's many people that, well, that are labeled by the doctors as being bipolar. What would you say a person, if they're experiencing as a bipolar person, has, say, strong emotions and they seem to not be able to control their emotions and they're just experiencing heightened emotions? What does that mean as far as in a spiritual sense? Or is there something wrong with them? What does it mean?
They're going through a transformation. They are evolving. Their emotions are guides. And they're teaching them. And it's not always easy, but it's a transformation. And there are ways to deal with them and to process them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's natural. It's natural, especially for a sensitive person.
Yes.
And there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. And people who make judgments, like the doctors, they just didn't understand. They don't experience life the same way. They just don't understand. And it's okay. But those emotions are there so you can show up in your power.
A person that is, say, classified as this, are they also, would they just be picking up on their emotions, or do they also pick up on heightened abilities of others' emotions too?
Both.
Oh, so if they're bipolar and they're picking up on others' emotions as well, and they don't know how to balance that out, could it cause this imbalance of emotions within them?
Yes. Yes. That's why it's important to learn what you bring to the table, what emotions are yours and what aren't yours. Start there.
Yes. Very good. Thank you. Okay, so I know, how's that implant looking in her head?
Good.
Is it transmuted out yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, we'll let you continue working on that, Michael. Let's continue scanning her and see. Let's look for entities. Let's find any entities she has and start containing them now. Let me know, where does she have entities at?
In her arm, her left arm.
What kind of entity is that? Is that an entity, a reptilian, an archon?
Archon.
In her left arm? Okay, Michael, can you contain that now with the symbols? Let me know once it's contained.
Okay.
Thank you. If we can start neutralizing it now out of her left arm, can we do that? Thank you. Okay, as we neutralize that out, let me know, Michael, when did this attach to her left arm?
This year.
What happened this year that allowed for that to come in?
Lots of fear.
Oh, the fear is what allowed for it to attach. Okay. Is it this life fear or other life fears, or
This life.
what was she so fearful of?
Dying. My family dying. Her loved ones dying.
Is that part of the why you showed her the life where she was a little boy and the bombs?
Yes.
Okay, so she was still carrying that fear into this life?
Yeah.
Okay, so I know we already talked about the lessons learned through all those lives mentioned, so I just want to make sure we start healing that past life trauma for all those lives and any other lives as well. Can we do that for her, Raphael, and higher self?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so we're neutralizing that arcana out of her left arm. Just let us know when it's neutralized out, Michael. Let's continue scanning her body. Where else does she have entities? Let's find them all and contain them all.
Her foot.
Is it both foots or one?
Just one.
Which one?
Her left foot.
Her left foot. What kind of entity is that? Is that an entity, an archon, or reptilian?
Reptilian.
Okay, contain that now in her left foot. Let me know when it's contained, Michael.
It's contained.
Thank you. Let's continue scanning her. Scan deeply, thoroughly. I want to make sure we don't miss any entities in her. Where else does she have some at?
Her back. The back of her back. Her lower back.
In her lower back, what kind of entity is that? Is that an archon, reptilian, or entity?
Reptilian.
Let's contain that now in her lower back. Let me know when it's contained.
It's contained.
Thank you. Let's continue scanning her. Since we're in her back, let's go ahead and scan her spine and her DNA structure. Does she have any negative fractals, any negative entities in there that are not hers? Within her DNA, any negative fractals posing as part of her when they're not?
Yes.
What does she have?
Reptilian entity.
Where, in her spine or her DNA?
Her spine.
Okay. I know she had one in her lower back. There's more in her spine. How many more are in her spine?
Just one.
One. Contain that now, please, Michael. Let us know when it's contained.
It's contained.
Thank you, Michael. Let's scan her DNA. Does she have any negative fractals that are not hers integrated into her? Anything we need to remove that is falsely not hers?
There's something there.
Scan deeply. What is that? Are there any entities posing as part of being her DNA when they're not?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of entities does she have into her integrated into her DNA that are not hers?
An arcana entity.
Okay, if we can contain the archons now in her DNA, and if we could start neutralizing them now, please. Michael, can we do that?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, as we continue to do that, let's continue to scan her body for any other entities so we can contain them. Anywhere else does she have some?
The back of her heart.
What's in the back of her heart? Michael, what kind of entity? Reptilian or archon?
Reptilian.
Okay, contain that now in the back of her heart. Let me know when it's contained.
It's contained.
Thank you. Let's scan her again. Where else does she have entities?
That's it.
Wonderful. Okay. Now, Michael, she has, so we're neutralizing the archons out of her left arm, her DNA right now. Also, she has an implant in her head. How's that looking? Is it removed yet?
Yes, that looks good.
Good. Can we have Raphael please start healing her head? Any damage it caused there, please?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Thank you, higher self, as well. Now, these reptilians that she have for her lower back, her spine, and the back of her heart, are any of them connected to one another?
Yes.
Which ones are connected to one another?
Her spine and her back.
Okay. Let me speak to those there now. Michael, if you could bring them up now, please. I'd like to speak to you now. Greetings.
Great.
Thank you. Thank you for speaking to us. Love you, honor you, respect you. May we ask you questions?
Yes.
Thank you. When was it that you attached there to her spine and the back of her heart?
A while ago.
Was it this life or
Mm. It's this life.
when you attach? What allowed you in?
She was just very open, fearful, unsure, shameful, lots of shame.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to tap in with the shame.
Okay. And tell me, what have you been causing her by being in there?
It's pain, lots of pain.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any reptilian body somewhere else?
Yes.
If you can connect us now to your reptilian body now, please. We'd like to speak to them now.
Hello.
Greetings. Thank you for speaking to us. Love you, honor you, and respect you. May we ask you questions, please?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. We are reviewing here. We've found some consciousness of yours there attached to her. And we're wondering if you could tell us, where is it that you're located?
In the base of her spine.
In your reptilian bodies, though, where are you located? Where?
They're traveling.
How are you traveling?
In the ship.
Mm-hmm. And why have you attached to her?
It was easy to tap in.
Mm-hmm. How many of you are on the ship?
A few. Maybe 20.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, I know that you've been doing this for a long time. And as you know, the earth is ascending. And so is the universe. As it continues to ascend, entities like you who are attached to others are going to be automatically transmuted straight to zero when the ascension comes forth. And we're looking to help entities like you who are parasitic, no longer having to attach to others anymore. We're looking to help you positive ascend so that you can create your own light, no longer having to feed on others' lights. Would you allow for us to help you, assist you, so that you may be free, no longer having this? Good. All of you there on the ship, we want you to find that light within you. Find that light within you now and spread it to all that is you, all parts of you within those bodies. Also, where you attach your consciousness to her, spreading to all light. And how many more have you attached to besides her?
Hundreds.
Okay, thank you. Archangel Raphael.
Mm-hmm.
Raphael, brother, thank you. Thank you for assisting us today. The reptilians have mentioned that they attach to hundreds. Would you please connect? Would you ask their higher selves, those hundreds that they attach to, if they would allow for us to remove those consciousness from them? Let me know what they say.
Yes, I agree.
Thank you. Beautiful. Go ahead and start, Raphael and your legion, start helping them spread their light those consciousnesses and bring them back to them, and let me know once the reptilian bodies are whole and have their consciousness back and they're all light. And let's call forth an Archangel Azrael now to assist with that, ensuring none of them get straight along the way. Let me know once they're all whole.
Done.
Beautiful. You all have a message for her before you go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. May you all be surrounded by the love light of the universe. Blessings to all of you. Azrael, if you can ensure their safe passage way, please.
Yes.
Thank you. Where is it that you're taking them to, Azrael?
Source.
Thank you. May they be surrounded by the love light of the universe. Blessings to all of you. Thank you. Azrael, I have a question for you. We know from past Aura regressions that when these reptilians positive ascend, their bodies kind of just like, fall to the ground, a bit like they died, you can say, but they didn't, they ascended. What happens to like their like UFOs that they were in as well? Is there something that we do with that? Do we just leave the UFO in space, or?
It gets taken care of. It gets cleaned up.
Okay. You guys clean it up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Let's continue. So then she has also the reptilians in her left foot and lower back. Any of those connected to one another?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Let me speak now to the reptilian Michael in her left foot. If you could come up now, please. Greetings.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for speaking to us. Love you, honor you, and respect you. May we ask you questions, please?
Yes.
Thank you. When was it that you attached her to her left foot?
Recently. In the past few years. Past couple years.
What was going on with her that allowed for you to come in?
Loss. Experiencing lots of loss.
What have you been causing her by being there?
Pain.
Okay.
Discomfort.
Is there a reptilian body that you're connected to?
Yes.
Okay. Would you connect us now, please? We'd like to speak to the reptilian body that you're connected to. We'd like to speak to you now. Greetings.
Greetings.
Thank you. Thank you for speaking to us. Love you, honor you, and respect you. May we ask you questions?
Yes.
Thank you. When was it that you attached her to her left foot?
Last year.
Okay. And what was going on with her then that allowed for you to attach?
She had lost some friends. She was afraid of her future. Lots of fear.
Okay. If you could tell me, where are you all located?
In her body?
Your body. Your body. Where are you located?
We're not on Earth. We're on a planet.
Okay. This planet, what connection does it have to you? Why are you on it?
It's not home. We're just staying here.
Are there any other reptilians with you on this planet?
Yes. We are traveling by group.
How many more reptilians are there in this planet?
Many.
Is it hundreds or thousands or more?
Hundreds.
Hundreds. Okay. Would you be able to connect us to those hundreds there on the planet?
Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you. We're speaking now to the hundreds there on this planet. We know that you've been playing this role for a long time, and we love you, honor you, and respect you. We are looking to us to help entities like you who have been stuck in this negative polarized role for too long, much longer than you were meant to. We're helping you all no longer having to do this anymore, parasitic, attaching to others, or draining on others' light. We would love to be able to assist you today so that you can positive ascend and you can then become your own being, creating your own light, no longer playing this role. Would you all allow for us to help you, assist you?
Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you. Go ahead and find the light within you. Find the light within you. Spread it to all that is you. Every root, every cord, every part of you that is attached to whoever's attached to her, as well as all parts of you. Spread it to all light. Can you tell me how many more have you attached to besides her?
20.
20. Just 20?
Myself. For all of us, there are thousands.
Thousands. Okay. Thank you. Raphael, brother?
Yes.
Those thousands that they attach to, Raphael, can you ask them if they allow for us to help them remove those attachments to them, the consciousness? Let me know what they say.
I say yes.
Beautiful. Go ahead and help them now. Spread their light to all parts of those consciousness, and then once they're all light, bring them back to the reptilians. There are the hundreds on that planet. Let me know once all the reptilians are whole once more, they got their consciousness back and they're all light. Let me know when that is, Michael.
That's done.
Beautiful. Thank you. Do you all have a message for her before you go?
Thank you for this gift of being able to ascend. You've been suffering. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. It is an honor to assist you. Thank you. May you all be surrounded by the love light of the universe. Blessings to all of you. Archangel Azrael, if you can take them and your legion, take them to where they're meant to go for their highest positive ascension, ensuring none of them get astray along the way. Azrael, can you do that for us?
Yes.
Thank you. May they be surrounded by the love of the universe. Thank you. If we could start healing now, her left foot, Raphael, please.
Yes.
Thank you. Now, I would like to speak to Reptilian in her lower back. If you could help it come up now, please. Greetings.
Greetings.
Thank you. Thank you for speaking to us. Love you, honor you, and respect you. May we ask you questions?
Yes.
Thank you. When was it that you attached her to her lower back?
A while ago.
Was it this life or another?
Another.
What happened to her in that life that allowed for you to come in?
There's a trauma.
What type of trauma was that?
Experienced pain there. She was hurt.
How did she get hurt?
She was attacked. There's a lot of pain and trauma there.
Okay, thank you. If we could start healing that trauma for her, Raphael. Now, do you have a reptilian body you're connected to?
No.
Thank you. We'd love to be able to assist you. I know that you heard us talk to the other reptilians. Would you allow for us to help you positive ascend?
Yes.
Thank you. Go ahead and start spreading your light to every root, every cord that's yours. Let us know once you're fully light.
Okay.
Thank you. Go ahead and release yourself out from her. Do you have any message for her before you go?
No.
Thank you. May you be surrounded by the love light of the universe. Blessings to you on your journey. Thank you. Okay. Start healing that lower back for her now, please, where that reptilian was at, Raphael. Now, the archon in her left arm, is that completely gone?
Yes.
Good. Let's start healing that area as well with love, light, higher self, and Raphael. Her DNA, is that archon gone?
Yes.
Good. Let's start healing her DNA. Also reprogramming anything that no longer serves her for her highest good. Higher self and Raphael, can you do that for her?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay.
Clear.
Now, beautiful. Thank you. Now, a couple more things I need to double check here. Does she, Raphael, can you scan her chakras and see, does she have any misaligned or blocked chakras? And if she does, can you start healing those for her now and balancing them out?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Raphael. As you're doing that, can you work within her heart with her higher self and expand her heart to the biggest it can be for her highest good now?
Yes.
Thank you. And can we also open up her third eye to the biggest it can be as well and activating her abilities?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. Michael will continue scanning her body here. If we could have Raphael heal the auric field, making sure there's no tears in it and filling it with love light, please. Can we do that, Raphael?
Yes.
Thank you, Raphael. And higher self, how many can we, does she need age regress? Does she need to be age regressed?
Yeah.
How many years can we do?
5.
Okay. Michael, higher self, and Raphael, start that process of age regressing her those 5 years. Thank you. Now, Michael, can you scan her one more time? I want to make sure she doesn't have any other negative implants, hooks, or portals. Does she have anything else?
No.
Thank you. Michael, can you scan her for any negative cords? Does she have any?
Her stomach.
What does she have in her stomach? The cords. Who put those? Who are those cords connected to?
They're not reptilian. They're not from any entities. They're supposed to be there. They're for her family.
Michael, do we need those cords or can we cut them?
We can cut them.
Okay. Michael, can you cut those now from her stomach area?
Yes.
Thank you. Let me know once they're fully removed.
Yes.
Thank you. If we could start having Raphael fill in the stomach area, those damage of those cords caused, fill it in with love light. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Now, okay. Michael Scanner one last time for any type of entities, reptilian consciousness, archons, any entities, any other ones? Making sure we didn't miss any.
No more.
She's good?
She's good.
Good, thank you. Michael, can you scan? Does she have any fragmented soul pieces?
Yes.
How many does she have?
3.
Michael, can you bring those back to her and can you hand them off to her higher self to make them whole once more with Raphael?
Yes.
Thank you. And can you tell me why did those 3 fragment off?
During difficult periods in her life, she pushed parts of herself away.
Okay, we're making her whole, her soul whole once more. Thank you. Michael, does she have any negative contracts that we need to remove for her?
No.
Okay, good. And I know we healed a lot of past life trauma. If we could send love light to any other past life trauma as well as any other trauma she has this life, Raphael and higher self and Michael, can we do that for her?
Yes.
Thank you. I know we already worked on her DNA earlier. Okay. And let's see. Very good. At this point, higher self, we conducted the healing and the questions. Is there anything else that I could have asked that I haven't?
No.
Thank you. It truly has been such an honor. Is there a name that you go by, higher self?
She'll find out. I do. And she'll find out.
Very good. I love you, honor you, thank you, and respect you. Our love as well to all the archangels and everyone who assisted today. Thank you, Michael, Azrael, Raphael, anyone else who assisted. We love you, honor you, and thank you.
Thank you.
May I bring her back now?
Yeah.
Thank you. Welcome back. How do you feel?
Wow.
This session was so beautiful.
Thank you so much for this session. This was incredible. I feel really good.
Yes, you look amazing already. Amazing.
I feel amazing. I feel like I just was reborn or something.
Yes. And that was pretty cool where you were like a healer and how you found that place. That was pretty amazing.
That was, yeah, I did not expect that at all.
Yes.
It was really nice. It was
Yeah.
really nice to hear that. I'm definitely going to be re-listening to it.
Well, yeah. Anything that they showed you that you didn't mention?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like they answered questions before I even asked them. So that was really cool to have that with all of the. I'm wondering about the planet. That was really I've never experienced anything like that before. I'm wondering if you have any information on that one that they had me visit.
That was pretty amazing. Mm-hmm.
Was that is that normal?
Oh, yeah. Everything is normal.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Because I was like, yeah, that's so
Planet.
out of left field for me. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I was able to see those like sea creek beans too. I was able to see and sense everything with you. So I experienced it with you. It was pretty cool. And then yeah, it was beautiful. They also did say that you're able to return anytime. So
That's
yeah.
true. That's very true. So I'll have some exploring to do.
Yeah, explore, keep exploring. All right, thank you, sister. It truly has
Thank
been a
you.
joy to be with you. You are so beautiful. I love you, honor you, and respect you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aurora. Thank you for everything.
Thank
Have
you.
a great day.
Beautiful. Blessings, love. See you.
Love,
Hope to see you
blessings.
in the future. Bye, love.
Yes, definitely. Bye.
Bye. Greetings. It is such an honor to be here with you explaining what Galactic Soul History book series is about. I am Aurora. I am the founder of A.U.R.A Hypnosis Healing, which you will find here in our beautiful books. Book 1. Every part of this book is divinely beautiful, beginning from the cover and the amount of wisdom and knowledge that is being shared. This book began by A.U.R.A Hypnosis Healing Technique by conducting past life regression on over 330 clients within the last 3 years, where they told their galactic history, their soul journeys, explaining who they were beyond the veil, beyond this earth, in the dimensions, in a universe. These different higher self expressions surprise me just as much as they're going to surprise you. You're going to start reading this book and you're going to want to learn more and more about these different expressions, not wanting to stop. Through these past life regressions, the clients were able to remember consciously what is within the subconscious as far as where it is that they've traveled throughout time and space, their souls have traveled, and they were able to share histories of different dimensions, planets, and universe and alternate worlds that brought forth pieces of the puzzle, pieces we had thought that we had forgotten. And through every self-expression that they share and these different past lives that they're sharing or future, we learn to be able to remember self, because as we are all fractals of one another, through this book, you will learn how, even if a client is talking through a higher self perspective or some of the angelics are talking, you will learn how each one of those have messages even within your life, as we are all expressions and reflections of one another. True history of the galactic history of the universe through all different forms of these higher self expressions, these different clients of throughout internationally throughout the world didn't know each other, but yet we're able to put this beautiful collaboration together. It goes through an infinite amount of how to self-heal, as well as things that are very sensitive, as the My Lab, as how to weave through the artificial matrix and learning to come out from it into the organic matrix. I am a channel to the Galactics, and we channeled furthermore information through this book as well. You will remember your soul through other selves. This in itself is infinitely beautiful, because this is why we fractalize from source itself, so that we can learn from one another, sharing each other's journeys throughout our different incarnations, so that we could grow together. So this is what this book is all about, sharing these beautiful infinite expressions that help you grow in the most profound ways, gaining your sovereignty, gaining your power back, recalling memories long lost within perhaps your memory field, activating your crystalline energies, your crystalline bodies, just as you will fall in love with each one of these different clients, these beautiful souls in these soul journeys. You will also learn to fall in love with yourself, because you, with every wisdom, every knowledge gained through every single session that you will learn how to also self-heal within your etheric, your energy body, your physical body, your infinite soul. You will learn all these different things that we thought were not possible, that you will learn that they are possible. Looking forward to meeting you perhaps in the future through whichever form, whether that is on my YouTube channel, whether it is through any class or certification, through a workshop, through a seminar. Thank you for following your heart to mine. I love you, honor you, and respect you. Thank you.